Thank you, Herbert. Very kind. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Thanks to Rupert and Mark, very insightful indeed. I think I'm going to touch on some of the parts around what we do, and just to go through that, we'll be talking a little bit about the people part, which I think Mark covered very eloquently, and about the needs. But before I get through there, I noticed Rupert had a big yes after the boom, and I quickly skipped through our opening slide because we just had the question mark. But the point is, yes, we are ready too. We have been also for over 150 years, I think. So, well, no, I think over 150 years for sure. So just before I get there, just very quickly, some bit of history about us so that you know what our capabilities are in terms of what we can cover and what we can provide for the boom. So 1880, in the 1880s, so 150 years, we are 151 years now this year. You know, our beginnings were very humble in the Yangtze River, running paddle steamers in the Yangtze River. That's where we started. And then through the 1950s, a bit more advancement, and in the 1970s, as you can see from the photos up there, you know, more modern ships and being brought into our fleet. And today, of course, we have one of the most modern fleets available in the shipping industry. Certainly, PNG is our hub, and we've got vessels that are not only the modern, but also eco and fuel efficient, and with all the equipment needed to be operating in these waters. I've just shown you, there's a photo there of a ship which was back in the Chifu 2, which was delivering the first complex project in Papua New Guinea and the Pacific Islands. So that's some of the stuff we have done in this industry. Okay, so it's about people and what we can do. So globally, we have over 2,600 people working for us. We've got 33 offices around the world, which covers from Europe right throughout and through US, and through Asia Pacific, and Papua New Guinea, of course, is a significant part of our business and has always been a significant part of our business. So we have extensively covered with our people and offices around the world. Currently, today, we have 49 vessels we operate within Swire Shipping. And just in PNG itself, we have a very extensive coverage. As you can see, we cover all ports in PNG with our own people and our own offices that are located in all these parts around Papua New Guinea. We do partner with steamships, so for the domestic transfer of some to reach some of the ports that we don't call directly, but it's a close relationship that we have, that we can safely and deliver products to the end users, whether it be in Vanimo, in Hagen, on the road, of course, but all the islands around PNG as well. So I did say we're going to talk a little bit about our people, and that's probably the most important part, and that's probably for us the most valuable asset that we have besides the ships that we run, is that without the people, being able to deliver large-scale projects is almost impossible. But we are proud to say we have got a workforce in PNG that's 160 people working in PNG all through the country, and 99% of them are local Papua New Guineans. And we are very, very proud also to say that most of these people have worked with us for over 20 years, which is a testament to what we do to keep our people and keep them with us throughout that period. I've just given a little bit of a snapshot there about Jeff, who works in our Port Moresby office, and he's one of the young Papua New Guineans who's got so much potential, and that he's going to be one of our future leaders in the business. So we are not only developing people just for Papua New Guinea, but we are also doing that for our entire business. So we are ready. That's the answer, absolutely. And just to give a little bit of a snapshot around the different divisions within Swire Shipping itself, the liner shipping division, which has been the traditional business that comes into PNG, we operate from globally, where we have offices, as I explained, in Europe. We have services then run from the US directly into Papua New Guinea now, and we are able to deliver cargo from anywhere in the world into Papua New Guinea. Integrated logistics, which is our arm that is able to deliver the products and the mining equipment directly to the mine site if necessary. And this part covers a number of functions within the logistics chain that the integrated logistics people are able to provide. Projects is one of our newer divisions, has 10 specialized project vessels that we operate within the projects division, and this particular division focuses on the mining sector, the oil and gas sector, the renewable sector, and the wind energy sector as well. So, and Swire Bulk, who is one of our sister companies, is the dry bulk operator with over 125 vessels that operate globally. Operate globally. So a little bit about the services that Swire Shipping offers. As you can see, overall we've got a fairly extensive coverage that covers probably quite messy to look at, but that's what we do. That's where we run our ships. Suffice to say, Papua New Guinea is covered globally, so we can bring anything from a heavy lift product to a containerized to a container to anywhere in PNG, and more specifically are able to deliver direct to the mine sites if required. Our flagship service, which is the first of its kind in Papua New Guinea, which is a weekly fixed day service. As you can see from that slide, we come on a Sunday into Port Moresby, and on a Thursday we are in Lae. So every week we'll have a weekly service coming in from Southeast Asia that's able to be that is on a fixed day window into Port Moresby and Lae. So the advantage of this, of course, is that for any company who is going to use us, whether it be the standard manufacturing businesses or a mining company, there is an on-time a guarantee of this fixed day weekly service arriving into Port Moresby and Lae. And then, of course, I explained from there onwards we can deliver product via our partners at steamships across to the rest of the country as well. And then some of the other services, all our services are fixed day, whether it be, I talked about the weekly one, weekly service, as well as the fortnightly services, which is from North Asia, from China, and the same from Australia. So again, fixed day fortnightly means we come on a fixed day of the week, every fortnight into Port Moresby and Lae. So our projects, I explained, the capabilities are pretty much to cover everything that the mining industry, the wind industry, the oil and gas industry requires. We have ships that are specifically built and dedicated for this purpose. Again, they operate globally. We are able to take them from point to point to cover the needs. And a number of different commodities there and types of cargoes we carry, from small parcels right through to the heavy lift cargoes that we are able to deliver. And just an example, more recently, specifically around the oil and gas industry in Balikpapan in Indonesia, we have delivered a project more recently. So this was in the last few years that we have done this. So again, that's just an example of what the projects team are able to offer. Again, some photos of different types of equipment that has been carried on those project ships. So we have, as I explained, through the integrated logistics part, able to cover land transport, and then the other essential parts of the logistics chain, which covers customs, quarantine, and storage, and the laydown areas that are required for the projects. The transformational journey, obviously for us, I think Rupert explained the different pillars within steamships. For us, again, it's about commitment to safety. Absolutely one of the most important things in our business, working in the environment that we work in, the type of industry that we operate in. Our people, the most important asset to us. And then, of course, looking ahead to the future, the decarbonisation and the sustainability piece, which is an important part. Digitalisation and technology, we have recently gone through a large change in our organisation, making sure that we are able to deliver those products that we talked about in a seamless way. You need the digital platforms to back that, which is what we have already implemented within the company. Well, supporting our local communities. I know Rupert talked a lot about what Steamships does. We also, in our small way, do participate in a number of these projects. The Moana Taka partnership that we have in the Pacific region covers taking waste from particularly the Pacific Island region into somewhere where this waste can be recycled or safely disposed of. Again, that program that's been running for the last 4 or 5 years. And similarly, projects around the Pacific, including the mangrove planting project in PNG. Rupert talked about the cadets and the seafarers and particularly the female seafarers. Within our fleet globally, the average is about 2.5%. Today we have over 6.5% female seafarers on our fleets, and that's going to change. Our target is to get that to 10% by 2025. So we're doing a lot, including in Papua New Guinea, where we have several of the cadets who are already sailing on our ships now in the international waters, learning skills on being seafarers. Decarbonisation I did talk about a little bit earlier, touched on, but our journey started in 2018, and we have several targets that we want to achieve: zero carbon, net zero by 2050, and we are well and truly well and truly on the way to achieving that goal. And more specifically, we are looking at alternate fuels, which are probably very difficult at this point in time, but there's a lot of research and a lot of work being put into looking at those alternative fuels that we could fuel our ships with, and by 2050 be net zero. Ladies and gentlemen, that's about it for me. Thank you for your attention, and we look forward to being part of this boom, and certainly as everybody else is also, but we are ready. We definitely have been ready for a long time, and we're looking forward to that. Thank you.